Hi friends, it's Cricket, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make this cool. It's like a keychain made of beads that you can actually make with your name. So in your kit, you have these blank papers that have the beads on them. And you can see this one that I have here that I worked out the word Cricket on. It's really long. So how I did that is I just taped two together. And so I trimmed this down a little bit, and so you can make it as long as you want. So this is one is really long. It's really big, but I really wanted to have a big example so you could guys could see what you can do with it. So you're gonna have to play around with coloring in the dots of the beads and try to figure out how you're gonna work out how to write your name or any word that you want. So this is the example of the cricket, and I'm going to show you a short version here, and I'm going to show you how to make the word hi. And so in your kit, you have your diagrams. I gave you 4 of those. You have ribbon and you have lanyard string. Lanyard string is that stiff plastic stuff. I like to work with ribbon, but I know a lot of people who make these, they like to work with lanyard string. They like that it's stiff and they feel it's easier to work with. So it's whatever you prefer. So I gave you 2 different colored beads, and I gave you a lot. So with mine, I am only working with 5 beads across, and you can see how I kind of shaded this in with a pencil. So this is how big I'm going to make it. I'm just going to make it kind of small so we can, for time wise. You can make it as wide as you want. You can make it as long as you want. You can just play around and add the different diagrams together. But we're going to jump right in, and I have an arrow up here pointing in the direction to the left. So you're always going to be working from the left to the right, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. But first, I'm going to string all 5 blue beads to get us started. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have 5 beads on here, and what I like to do is I like to line up the ends of the string or the ribbon that you're working with. And now I have all 5. So now I have on this side, you can see where it's exiting, and I have the end. I'm going to take the opposite end and I'm going to feed it through the other through the end of the bead. So you're going in the opposite direction of the ribbon. So I hold all 5 of them. I like to line all 5 of them up and just feed the ribbon through. So there we go. I have it fed through, and now just pull it through and try to make sure my ribbon is even on either side. It's a little short on one side, but that's okay. I try to make sure that the ribbon is kind of even on both sides, so that way you won't run out of ribbon or lanyard string on one side. Okay, so the top of it, the top string, I like to leave a little loose because like you can see on here, I put a bead on there, and then I added this little hook, or you can add a keychain to it. And in your kit, I gave you 2 of these little hooks that you can attach your beads to. Okay, so we have all 5. My 5 beads match my diagram. So now I'm working from the left to the right, and I'm going to go blue, white, blue, white, blue. So I'm always going to start with my left side of my beads. And you're going to feel like you're going backwards, but you're going to start from the left and working to the right. So blue, white, blue, white, and blue. All right, string that all the way up. So put this right here so you can see it. So now I have all 5 of those beads, and I have this end right here where the ribbon is exiting out. I'm going to take the ribbon from the other side and I'm going to feed the end into the end where the ribbon is coming out. And then I'm just going to feed it through all 5 beads. And sometimes if you just like kind of gently hold the beads, they will all stay together. And then you can kind of very gently just feed it all the way through all 5. Sometimes it works. Oh, but didn't go to the last bead. That's okay. So it takes patience, it takes practice. So there we go. I have it fed through both sides. Pull it through, and then you very gently line them up. And there we go. I have my first 2 lines. So now I'm on my 3rd line. So I'm going to go blue, white, 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 blue. Okay. And this kind of gets a little tedious. 3 white. But it's kind of fun. I find it relaxing doing this bead work. It's fun. I like to listen to music or just kind of sit quietly with my thoughts. It's kind of fun. Just a relaxing project, stringing the beads. And it's fun. And this is a really fun idea for presents too, coming into the holidays if you do the holidays. Okay, so I have them all strung through. This is my exiting part. I'm going to take this bead string and I'm going to feed it through all 5. So this time I got it to go all the way through all of them. Oops. Turned over. That's okay. Straighten it out. There we go. Oop, I lost the end. There we go. Okay, feed this through. And there we go. All right, we almost have the H. So now, working from the left to the right, I have a blue, white, blue, let's see, blue, white, blue, white, blue. Okay. All right, so there we go. Now I make sure I know which end has the exiting ribbon. I feed the ribbon into the exiting side. It takes patience to feed the ribbon through it. Having difficulty with these two. Okay, there we go. So I really wanted you guys to see this part. So there we go. We have the beginning of the H. So I'm going to do just one more line so you can see how the letters, so my next line, so I did the H is all blue. So I'm going to string 5 blue beads. And then after I string these 5 blue beads, I'm going to show you how to finish it. I'm not going to make the whole word high because it's just going to be kind of boring to watch me stringing these beads. You've got the idea of what we're going to be doing. All right, so I have those 5. I take the opposite end, feed it through. Oh. There we go. So I have all 5 through. And there we go. There's the beginning of my word hi. So you could see how I diagrammed it out, and this is what it actually looks like. There's the H, and then I would go through and make the I. But now I'm just going to show you how you end it. So you might want to make a little bit of extra room up here on top, but I guess you really don't have to. You can attach things to be able to hang it. So all I do is you just tie a simple knot. Oh, make sure it's the ribbon's not too loose. You want to make sure your ribbon's nice and tight with your beads. All right, so I have a very basic overhand knot right there. That's actually, what's it called? A half square knot? It's the knot you make when you're tying your shoes. There we go. So I have two, and you be very gentle. You don't tie it too tight. So I made two. So I make a third one just to really make sure it seals. And then I don't have to pull the ribbon too tight. If you pull the ribbon too tight, you make the beads mess up. And that's it. That's what you're going to do. You're just going to feed it through and feeding the ribbon on both sides. And that's how you're going to be able to make a cool sign or a keychain with your letters. You can write, you can also just make it short and just put your initials. You can make your friend's initials. You can write the word happy or joy. Make any words you want. They're really fun. They're awesome gifts. And this is pretty easy. So I had fun with you guys. I miss everybody, and I can't wait to see everybody at Thrive. I hope you guys have a fabulous day.